There are undoubtedly many good games out there, but not all of them have received the attention they deserve. In this video, I'll highlight some of the games that I believe deserve more recognition than they currently have. Before we start, full disclaimer, this list is based solely on my own opinion. So, without further ado, let's dive in. First on the list, we have Delta V Rings of Saturn. Released just last year, this game offers a unique experience in pace mining simulation with realistic physics, hard sci-fi elements, and horizontal progression. While it may seem tailored for space enthusiasts, its appeal extends far beyond that niche. For example, once you familiarize yourself with piloting your ship, the experience becomes truly immersive. Operating in 2 dimensions with a fixed top-down view adds an interesting twist to the gameplay, akin to navigating a remote-controlled boat from above. But please don't let my description deter you. Delta V Rings of Saturn is nothing short of fantastic. Plus, there's a demo available so you can test it out risk-free before diving in. Trust me, this game is a must-try. Up next is Shadows of Forgotten Gods. For fans of strategy games, this title offers a thrilling experience where you step into the shoes of an eldritch god, orchestrating the demise of civilizations to bring about the end of the world. As you maneuver through the game, you'll find yourself pitted against the Chosen One who stands in your way, adding an extra layer of challenge and excitement to the gameplay. With multiple gods to choose from, each with their own unique playstyle and methods of spreading influence, you'll be drawn into a world of intrigue and manipulation. Whether you're corrupting heroes and kingdoms to serve your dark purposes or sowing discord among nations to prevent them from uniting against you, Shadows of Forgotten Gods promises an immersive and captivating experience that strategy enthusiasts won't want to miss out on. Up next, we have Rungore. This game debuted on Steam Early Access in October 2023 and recently had its official launch in May 2024. Despite its slow start in Early Access and its relatively small player base even now, Rungore deserves attention for its unique blend of gameplay elements. Drawing inspiration from titles like Slay the Spire, Rungore presents a roguelike deck-builder experience infused with elements of auto-battlers, resulting in a refreshing and dynamic approach to the genre. What sets Rungore apart is its action-oriented gameplay that keeps players engaged and active throughout each run. Moreover, the game boasts stunning pixel art, adding to its visual appeal. With its combination of strategic depth and fast-paced gameplay, Rungore offers a genuinely enjoyable experience that shouldn't be overlooked. Next on the list, we have Pacific Drive. Despite garnering positive reviews on Steam, Pacific Drive hasn't quite reached the same level of popularity as other indie titles in its genre, which is a bit surprising considering its captivating gameplay. In Pacific Drive, players find themselves immersed in an exclusion zone filled with supernatural and alien anomalies, reminiscent of the atmosphere found in the Stalker games. Stranded with only an old, beat-up car, players must repair and upgrade their vehicle to navigate the ever-changing landscape of the zone. While Pacific Drive doesn't feature traditional combat, players can still face perilous situations, with costly repairs serving as the main consequence for poor decision-making. From shocking encounters to encounters with ghostly anomalies, the game offers a unique and immersive experience that's definitely worth exploring, especially for those with even the slightest interest in its niche setting. Up next is Biomutant. Despite facing its fair share of criticism, I believe this game is truly a hidden gem. While it may have its flaws, Biomutant offers several impressive features that shouldn't be overlooked. From its stunning graphics to its unique combat mechanics and extensive weapon customization options, there's a lot to love about this game. The setting, with its emphasis on mutations and post-apocalyptic landscapes, adds an intriguing twist to the familiar genre. Biomutant also has its unique numerous systems, including biomutations, ESI powers, class perks, general perks, element resistances, weapon crafting, armor modification, and character stat customization. With so much depth and variety, it's no wonder the game feels expansive yet nuanced. And considering it was developed by a relatively small studio of around 20 people, the level of creativity and quirkiness present in Biomutant is truly remarkable. So, despite its flaws, Biomutant remains a captivating and immersive experience that's definitely worth checking out for fans of open-world adventures. Next on our list is Sleeping Dogs. While it may not have the same level of hype as GTA or the over-the-top antics of Saints Row, this game is an absolute gem that deserves recognition. Playing Sleeping Dogs feels like stepping into the shoes of a character in a thrilling police story movie set in the vibrant streets of Hong Kong. The attention to detail in recreating the city is simply remarkable. I also highly recommend getting the DLC as well, as it adds even more excitement and depth to the experience. The combat system in Sleeping Dogs is a standout feature. The hand-to-hand combat system is particularly noteworthy, offering some of the most satisfying brawls in any open-world game. While the driving mechanics may not be perfect, they're more than adequate for the fast-paced action the game offers. Plus, the radio stations feature a fantastic selection of music that might just introduce you to some new favorites. And while it may lack the polish of a blockbuster like GTA due to budget constraints, Sleeping Dogs more than makes up for it with its attention to detail and solid gameplay. Plus, you can snag it for a bargain price right now, making it a must-try for any gaming enthusiast. Next, we have Thymesia. This Soulsborne-style action RPG might have received a fair share of negative reviews initially, but don't let that deter you. Thymesia has a lot to offer for fans of the genre. While it might not revolutionize the action RPG landscape, it provides a solid and engaging experience. Its gothic atmosphere is both eerie and captivating, and the combat system, surprisingly deep, features a well-executed parry mechanic and a robust variety of weapons. One unique aspect is the ability to steal weapons from enemies, which you can then use and upgrade as secondary attacks. The level design is reminiscent of From Software titles, with cleverly interconnected areas that loop back around themselves. Although there's no in-game dialogue and the game is relatively short, it's perfect for those who have a few afternoons to spare and crave more Bloodborne or Sekiro-like action. Thymesia might not blow anyone's mind, but it's definitely a worthwhile experience for fans of the genre looking for a fresh, albeit brief, challenge. Next up is The Wind Road. This game caught my attention when it launched on Steam, featuring English subtitles and interface, which is a clear sign of the developer's dedication to reaching a global audience. Developed by an indie Chinese team, The Wind Road might have flown under the radar for many gamers, but it truly deserves a closer look. The game's standout features are its stunning art design and engaging combat system. From the meticulously crafted scenery to the impressive texture work, every visual element is fantastic. The game is structured into chapters, each set in a large, distinct zone that offers a unique experience. Running on Unity, The Wind Road looks spectacular, especially at 1440p with a 144Hz refresh rate on ultra settings. What's remarkable is how well the game is priced, considering the quality and depth of content it offers. For those unsure if The Wind Road is their cup of tea, there's a free demo available, allowing you to get a taste of the adventure without any commitment. This game is a hidden gem, and whether you're a fan of ARPG real-time combat or not, The Wind Road is definitely worth checking out. Next up is Gedonia. This game is an impressive feat, especially considering it was created by a solo developer. While its nature is a bit janky, Gedonia offers an incredibly fun and engaging experience. The game's graphics might not be cutting edge, but with a bit more polish, it could have been a true masterpiece. What really stands out is the sprawling map and the sheer amount of content available. The combat, while quirky, becomes quite enjoyable, especially when facing challenging enemies. One of the most exciting aspects of Gedonia is its future potential. With the success of this game, the developer has already hired a team and is currently working on Gedonia 2, which promises to be even better. If the sequel builds on the foundation of the original, we could be in for a real treat. A remastered version of Gedonia would be a dream come true for fans, but since Gedonia 2 is already in development, maybe there's a slim chance of getting a remaster. In the meantime, if you're looking for a unique open-world RPG experience, Gedonia is definitely worth a try. It may not have the polish of bigger titles, but its charm and the dedication of its creator make it a memorable adventure. Next on the list is the Last Oricru. This action RPG with Souls-like mechanics focuses on storytelling and player choices. As Silver, you're thrust into a war between 3 factions, and your decisions will drastically impact the story. The game features standard and story-focused modes, making it accessible and enjoyable for different skill levels. Combat is typical of Souls-like games, like locking onto enemies, dodging, blocking, etc. There's also a variety of weapons ranging from swords, magic staffs, and more, alongside diverse armor sets with bonuses for different builds. Exploration is encouraged with hidden loot and terminals acting as bonfires for resting and leveling up stats. The progression relies on dialogue choices, leading you to new areas, enemies, and bosses. It also has a co-op mode that lets a second player join as a hologram, sharing skill points and inventory, but only the host makes dialogue decisions. The goal is to end the conflict between factions, offering a unique narrative and engaging combat experience for action RPG fans. And what's even good is that this gem is really cheap right now on Steam. Up next is Lone Fungus. This game has received a lot of positive feedback, with some even calling it one of the best Metroidvanias. While these accolades are only partially justified, it's important to manage expectations. Developed by a single person, Lone Fungus is an impressive achievement, although it can't quite match larger productions. The world is expansive and densely interconnected, offering open exploration. You can wander in any direction, encountering ability gates and finding new abilities. If you hit a dead end, you can explore another path. Combat is reminiscent of Hollow Knight, offering challenge without being overly punishing. The controls are tight and movement is smooth. The platforming is among the genre's most challenging, but the super precision platforming is mostly optional. Lone Fungus features customizable difficulty settings, allowing players to adjust various aspects of the challenge to their liking. Overall, while it may not rival bigger titles, Lone Fungus stands out for its creativity, expansive world, and player-friendly customization. Up next is RoboCop Rogue City. This is a pitch-perfect homage to 80s action movies. It's a delightful blend of over-the-top violence and charm, though a bit rough around the edges. It seems that this game has the ability to capture the essence of the original film while delivering a fun gaming experience without overstaying its welcome. Playing as the unstoppable walking machine, blasting through goons is as entertaining as it was on the big screen, thanks to its commitment to replicating the film's look and feel. The inclusion of routine police work and side quests adds variety and depth to the gameplay, changing up the pace. Despite not being visually flawless and encountering some bugs, the game's love for RoboCop shines through. It's a solid B-movie of a video game, perfectly in line with the spirit of the source material. Up next is Sockventure. This precision platformer, similar to Celeste or Super Meat Boy, offers a thrilling and challenging experience. The game spans 7 chapters, each containing 25 to 40 screens filled with obstacles and puzzles. The movement mechanics are excellent from the start, and you unlock new abilities like double jump, dash, and stomp as you progress. These abilities are essential for navigating the increasingly difficult levels, making each chapter more engaging and challenging. The difficulty ramps up significantly, especially on the final screen, where escaping rising lava requires pixel-perfect precision across numerous obstacles. This last screen is notoriously hard, and many players find it nearly impossible without activating mid-level checkpoints. Despite its quality, Sockventure remains under the radar, with only around 30+ reviews on Steam since its release a few years ago. It's surprising that more people haven't discovered this gem. Next up is Meg's Monster. This game transports players to the underworld, where monsters typically feast on humans, but here, an unexpectedly heartwarming tale unfolds. The story centers on Roy, a powerful ogre, and his friend Golan, who discover a little girl named Meg. Meg's tears possess the power to trigger an apocalypse, adding a unique twist to the game's narrative and mechanics. Players control Roy, tasked with protecting Meg and managing her emotions to prevent catastrophic events. This inventive storytelling approach blends traditional JRPG elements with innovative mechanics, requiring players to battle monsters and soothe Meg using toys and strategy. The pixel art style, a signature of developer Odincat, adds a charming layer to the game, making even the scariest monsters endearing. Meg's Monster is a short, story-driven JRPG that emphasizes friendship and discovery, leaving a lasting emotional impact. Its combination of narrative depth, unique gameplay, and visual appeal makes it a standout indie game of 2023, but it was overlooked due to the release of some big titles. Wrapping up our list, we have Stranded: Alien Dawn. This game is all about the journey rather than the destination. Once you reach the ending, there isn't much beyond it except for starting anew on a different map with fresh survivors. While you could continue building and expanding indefinitely, the allure lies in completing your current adventure and embarking on a new one with a different seed. The endings vary depending on the scenario you choose. In the main scenario, the conclusion is more gradual as your survivors are gradually rescued and leave the planet, which might feel slow for those accustomed to games with big, dramatic endings. On the other hand, the trading scenario offers a quicker resolution when you purchase the deed to the planet from a passing trader, allowing you to swiftly move on to the next adventure. With approximately 50 to 70 hours of gameplay per map and hundreds of maps available, Stranded: Alien Dawn offers ample replayability. Each playthrough presents a fresh challenge and a new story to unfold, ensuring that every journey feels unique and rewarding. Stranded: Alien Dawn is a game where the journey truly is the reward, and with countless maps to explore, the adventure never truly ends. That wraps it up. Have you tried out any of the games mentioned in this video? If you know of any hidden gems that you feel deserve more attention, feel free to share them in the comments section. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.